Do we have some Rolling Stones fans out here? Huh? Beggars Banquet, classic Rolling Stones album. The catalog number is LKL4955. I think this one, Beggars Banquet, is the first Stones album where we really hear the classic modern era Rolling Stones. Just before this album was Satanic Majesty's Request, which I think is kind of schlocky and opportunistic and not really what we think of when we think of the modern Rolling Stones. This one started off the trend. Think about it. This was 1968. After this record came Let It Bleed, Sticky Fingers, Exile on Main Street, and then Goat's Head Soup. Between 68 and 73. Wow, what a run of great, great albums. I was pleased to pick up a UK pressing, and I thought we'd check it out together. So let's take a look at the cover first. This does appear to be akin to the original gatefold cover, and you have you got the picture in there with the dog, and looks like Keith is feeding Mick. I don't want to go any further into why they're doing that. Oh, this does appear to be the original stereo inner. If I didn't mention it, this album was available in mono and stereo. This is obviously the stereo version, and with the blue color, that's exactly what you would expect from a Decca record in 1968. So let's take a closer look. Oh, very good. This is not in bad shape at all. I see just a tiny bit of spindle wear, but no scratches or significant scuffs. I think there's some great tunes on this album. Sympathy for the Devil, certainly one of their classic tunes, and Street Fighting Man both appear on this album, so pretty good stuff. It does not appear too terribly dirty. Let's get to it. Let's clean this record. This is the plan for cleaning Beggars Banquet. I'm really surprised at how clean this record is, given how old it is. That and, hey, it's rock and roll, right? There's not going to be a lot of silent passages and long sustaining notes, so I don't think we have to go too crazy here. Plan is to start with L'Art du Son. We'll be using 2 brushes for this. First, to apply the record cleaning fluid, we're going to go with Scott Walker's Prelude brushes. If you haven't seen these before, they're a single directional brush. That is, the nap goes only in one direction. You want the record to come into that nap. It's kind of an interesting design. And then to agitate the liquid, we'll go to one of our favorites, the Osage brushes. Of course, we will follow that up with a pure water rinse. Also have separate wands and columns for each step. Each of these, by the way, have been replaced. The original velvet lips have been replaced with an aftermarket application from the Disc Doctor. I'm quite liking these. Worth trying out, especially if the original more velvety lips are beginning to wear. You do have to replace those from time to time, and I highly recommend the Disc Doctors. Great stuff. Of course, we will start with our Giotto Blaster. We have a nice soft toothbrush to keep things clean. Oh, there's one other thing we did forget. We need some pure water, not to actually put on the record, but to rinse the brushes in between the various steps. I think that's it. We're going to start on the VPI suction machine, and we'll finish it off on the ultrasonic. Let's get to it. Please do comment below what you think about our approach to cleaning this record. Always looking forward to hearing from you with your thoughts, and we love to try out new things. So again, comment below. You know, one thing I'm noticing on side 2, I don't know if you can see that, probably not, but there's a little bit of a goo there, some leftover sticky. I suspect at some point somebody put a return address label on this. Do you guys bother with that? I imagine Gooby Gone or some sort of citrus base sticky remover substance might get that off, but I'd be afraid of damaging the label. So anyway, I tend to leave them. Things like that. remarkably good shape, this record. I like to prepare the brushes by pre-wetting them. Helps to keep them, ensure that they're clean of any debris from the previous cleaning. And if you put them on there dry, they just tend to suck up the fluids. So I like to start with them damp. Might as well get them all ready to go. And of course, we clean them as well in between steps. Fresh batch of L'Art du Son. Here's that little sticky I was talking about. We'll leave that be. Okay, let's get this into the ultrasonic. Okay, final thoughts on Beggars Banquet. Well, musically speaking, this is a must-have. Great Stones album. Personally speaking, I would rank this in the top 5 favorite Rolling Stones records. Probably number 5. Great music, though. Really rocked out to this one. As far as the pressing is concerned, you fellas who know more about this than I do, I really would love your thoughts. Please comment below. But I'm pretty sure what we have here is an early pressing, an early UK pressing, but not among the first. I believe this is a 4th edition. So take a look at the label and what's in the runout groove, and please do comment below. As far as the cleanliness, the process that we used worked. It definitely was a clean sounding record, but I have to say this is not the most quiet pressing that I've ever heard. It wasn't due to dirt in the groove, just the quality of the vinyl itself, which kind of surprised me. Generally, UK pressings are pretty good overall. This one I would call just average. I sure would love to have a true original UK pressing, and I really would love to have one in mono. So if you have one laying around and don't know what to do with it, please do contact us. We'll figure out how to get it into my hands. Good record. On to the next one. Between 68 and 73. Wow, what a run of great, great albums. It was considered tacky. I think it still is, but there you are.
1 hour later.
Yeah, that's gonna make me crazy.